Today we're discussing the 2023 live-action Netflix series based on the popular Japanese manga, One Piece. Netflix released the series in August 2023 with 8 episodes. One Piece is an epic tale with vast world-building and an intricate sense of history and lore. It's also a tale that was considered to be essentially impossible to turn into a live-action series. Aside from the enormous task of adapting an ongoing story with more than 1,000 issues, One Piece is famous for its cartoonish visuals, tone, and humor. Surprisingly, from the very beginning the show proves itself as one worth watching as it perfectly captures the spirit of adventure and the silly tone of the original story. The casting is simply perfect as Inaki Godoy plays Monkey D. Luffy, and most importantly Makenyu Arata plays Roronoa Zoro, which I believe contributed to the massive popularity the show received. The first episode begins with the king of the pirates, Gold Roger, facing his execution by the world government. Before he's brutally executed, Roger utters a message about his hidden treasure that will kickstart the golden age of piracy. Hundreds of ships immediately set sail from Roger's execution site to look for the titular One Piece. After the prologue, we meet our main character, the self-proclaimed future king of the pirates, Monkey D. Luffy. As a result of eating a devil fruit as a child, he possesses a strange power that turns his body into rubber. We're presented with bits of his backstory and why he began to idolize piracy in the first place throughout the series. Before Luffy can claim Roger's crown and treasure, he needs a ship and also a crew, and probably a map to the ocean route where the treasure lies. Speaking of crew, we meet 2 of them, introduced in their own little side adventures that lead them all to Shell's Town. We meet Zoro, a bounty hunter specializing in killing pirates and one of the most badass anime characters ever devised, and Nami, a master thief. Zoro immediately gets into a fight with the bratty son of the local marine captain for mocking a small girl and gets tied to a crucifix with no food or water as a punishment. As for Nami, she infiltrates the marine base by stealing an officer's uniform, looking for the same map Luffy came here for. Despite much initial reluctance by both Nami and Zoro, Luffy somehow pulls them in as they all try to escape from the marine base. They all may immediately refute anyone who tries to call them a crew, but the 3 happen to have fantastic chemistry. In the next few episodes, we can see our protagonists encounter various challenges. For instance, in the second episode, Luffy, Zoro, and Nami find themselves imprisoned on an island overtaken by the deranged clown pirate, Buggy. Later in the series, the trio land in Syrup Village where they meet Usopp, a local who introduces the group to Kaya, a sickly shipyard heiress under the care of some overbearing house staff. They fight their way through Kaya's mansion, which has now become a prison. The episode ends with Luffy finally setting off on the ship of his dreams, going merry. Luffy and the gang are tested in their ability to fight together on the high seas. They arrive at Barati, a floating restaurant, where they encounter Sanji, a young chef with a love of fine dining. After a hard-fought battle at Barati, Sanji finally chooses to follow his dreams and joins Luffy's crew. As the show progresses, we're also presented with the backstories of Zoro and Nami as well. Finally, the Straw Hat Pirates crew share their dreams and aspirations. Sanji aims to find the All Blue, Luffy strives to become the king of the pirates, Nami wants to create a world map, Zoro seeks to become the greatest swordsman, and Usopp's goal is to become a brave warrior of the sea. Unlike Netflix's past attempts at bringing 2-dimensional characters to life, One Piece works surprisingly well by getting the truly important things, like a robust sense of place and action sequences that feel organic, quite right. There's a frictionless quality to this show that's binge-friendly and unchallenging to the audience. The second season of the series is expected to be released in 2025, and I have high expectations for it since the first season was totally worth watching. So, what are your thoughts on the series? Let me know in the comments section. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, happy binge watching!